So now we're going to move from really budget-oriented items to a $133,000 TV. Who wants one?
Yeah. So this is a TV made by Sharp. It is an 85-inch TV with a resolution of 7680 by 4320, or 104 pixels per inch.
Yeah.
Across 85 freaking inches. It is an IGZO display, which is similar to IPS. It stands for indium gallium zinc oxide. So it essentially has the same viewing angles as an IPS screen, which is good. But well, there's no actual 8K content to watch on it.
Yeah.
Yet, until MKBHD starts putting out his videos.
He actually he only does 4K. Like I think the he upgraded his
He just upgraded his RED camera.
He upgraded the body.
Yep.
The sensor upgrade to 6K I think doesn't even come out till another few months or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So he's still waiting on that. So I mean, so he
I thought he got the 8K upgrade.
No. I think he's like on the. So there's a body upgrade and then there's a sensor upgrade. He got the body upgrade, but the sensor upgrade is what is going to give him the ability to get the super crazy res. So
either way, 8K is a little obnoxious in my opinion, as it probably isn't a whole lot of other people's opinions. But this will mean very good things for 4K stuff, because it means that yields are getting to be very, very high for high resolution displays.
Right.
The process is becoming more efficient. I mean, 133,000 is still really expensive, but it could mean good things for the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope no one notices that I sold everything in my house to get this TV, including the house.
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's my college education, including all of my books and living expenses, and like that's a crazy amount of money. But if they sell like 5 or 6 of these, that'll still be a heck of a.
How much are you paying for college, man?
A lot of money.
133,000?
College is expensive, Gotham.
No, I'm aware, but I mean, doing the math here, all said and done, I mean, 100,000, right, for 4 years? No?
Okay. Yeah, roughly.
I was like, where's that extra 30,000 coming from? Jeez.
Food and, random things accumulate over time.
I guess, yeah.
I was doing a rough estimate.
Okay, fair enough.
It's still a lot of money that could pay for my college education.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
I was like, man, you're getting gypped somewhere. I don't know where, but something.
Yeah. It's a cool concept. I don't really see the point of it at this point, or for the next 5 or 6 years at least. Yeah. Linus talked about this of Linus Tech Tips. If you don't know him and you know who we are, there's something wrong. But essentially, Linus Tech Tips, he was talking about this, and he said he would be surprised if we see adoption, like widespread adoption of 8K within the next 10 to 15 years. He would be surprised. He expects it to take longer than that.
I can see 4K becoming the standard, becoming like, oh, I'm going to go pick out like a 24-inch 4K monitor and it only being like $200. In like the next 4 years, 4K will happen. Mm-hmm. I'd give 6K an extra. I give it like 3-4 more years on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really only going to be for, the most enthusiasts, like the top end, those that like spend money every year to upgrade their PC, or like maybe they'll buy the 980, but then they'll buy the 980 Ti as well, just because they want the extra upgrade.
Yeah.
Because 6K is just 1440p quad, right? Like quad 1440p.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But I think past that, people are going to be so satisfied with their experience. I think theaters will upgrade to 8K at some point.
Yeah.
Because they're theaters and they're supposed to look better than everything that we have at our house. But
Okay, so
it's going to take a while.
Fun fact here: 1080p, the standards to stream and store 1080p video. So the H.264 MPEG-4 compression was released in 2008.
And we are just now seeing widespread adoption
of 4K. Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
1080p.
we're way past widespread adoption, right? Because like now, if anybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy a 720p display," you're like, "What? No."
Well, yeah, but we just got here.
Right.
It hasn't been long.
Yeah.
But
so what? Like, I'd say a 7-year span for like a standard to mature and for the next one to pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like what? Multiply that by 4. So yeah, 21 years would be when 8K becomes a thing.
Yeah, I think it might take a little less time than that, just because
the way technology is.
Yeah, the people at the top end always push things way harder than anybody else thinks that they should be pushed.
Right.
So it'll happen, but I mean, we have to get our camera gear up to 8K first, let alone like everything else.
Yeah.
So I think 4K will become mainstream, like you said, 4 or 5, 6 years maybe, but 8K is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that's quite a while off. Quite a while.
I wonder what 8K would look like in a 32-inch version.
It would probably look like your phone, right? Right? Because phones now are like 400 pixels per inch.
Do you remember what phone I'm still on?
True. So
it's a 4S, by the way.
So yeah, that would make sense, right? So it would be like phone displays lining like a 27-inch display. I think the math is right on that.
Like roughly, yeah.
Yeah, that's jeez.
That's a lot of pixels.
That is a lot of pixels. But I mean, it could be achieved now if you just find a way to link multiple phone displays together.
But even then, like,
you could get a bunch of those sharp Aquos crystals.
Yeah.
Oh man,
just think about the rig that it would take to power a game on that.
Yeah, that'd be
8K.
Obnoxious.
Like, things can't hardly run like 30 frames a second on 4K. With like triple Titan X's, you get over 60 frames a second in 4K.
No. Yeah. The 980 Ti can run games at not high, but I think medium at 4K 60.
Oh, I was talking about high.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you need like all of the Titan X's. Well, AAA titles. You know, CS:GO, League of Legends. Those you can run at 4K really simply. I think I saw a build using like a 285, an R9 285 or something.
Yeah.
Driving those games at 4K at like ultra details.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting my 4K monitors back because I have a graphics card that can actually do 2 4K monitors now and not have one at stupid 30 frames a second. Can you tell that I'm kind of salty? I am. My house blows up and a 980 Ti shows up at my doorstep. Yeah, possibly the worst and or best timing ever.
Bit of a predicament.
Could you imagine if that happened like the day before? Like what if the graphics card showed up like the day everything blew up? That would suck.
That'd be terrible. I just
I'm done. I'm checking out. Yeah. I'm good.
This whole content creation thing's not for me. Things blow up too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to upgrading to 4K at some point now that I actually have a camera that can do 4K.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's gonna be fun.
Technology is expensive.
Tis. 8K is 16 times the resolution of 1080 and 36 times the resolution of 720. 36 times the resolution of 720.
Like, it's
obnoxious.
So many pixels.
All right, we're droning at this point.
Little bit. Let's finish off this podcast.
Yeah, so that's about it for week 12 of the TechnoCola podcast, episode 12. Yeah, so
leave a comment on this video if you actually watched any of it.
Yeah.
Or if you heard the podcast somewhere.
So this is the first one that we're splitting into segments, right? So
yes.
If you guys like the segmented way of running things and having the entire video available to you if you do want it, let us know. If you think that things could be done differently, tell us that also. And yeah, that's all I got.
We'll be uploading the entire podcast in whatever usual channels Gotham uploads them to. We won't be splitting up the podcast because that will just take a lot of work, and that's a lot of extra stuff.
I turned on my rave lights.
Nice.
Wait, I could do this one too, right? Come on. Light. IR. There we go. That's how we do things here.
I'm turning my softbox on and off. It's about as close as I can get.
All right. That was episode 12. Thanks for listening, guys, and tune in next week for more stupidity.
Hopefully next week. And
yeah,
we'll get our words straight.
Yes, sir. All righty, guys.
Talk to you guys later.